Hey, so this next thought of the day is a guest post, and it's by a good friend of mine. His name is Ellis, and he's one of the most thought-provoking people that I know. So he's talking about being in the zone and what that means and when in his life he is in the zone and why. So I think it's pretty cool and interesting thought, and check it out.
So I had a thought. I was listening to a podcast and they started talking about flow state. And for those that don't know what flow state is, it's like when you're in the zone, like athletes will talk about it. Um, Basketball players, like when they can't miss a shot, like everything they put up is going in. They feel like they're in the zone. And it's really an interesting concept. I know scientists are like looking at what is actually happening when you're quote unquote in the zone. But also, I think part of it is how you prepare for any moment. And getting in the zone is like ultimately uh, an expression of your ability to control your mindset and to control your emotion. I think about any time I was in the zone and I try to understand how I got to that place. Um, Frankly, it's sort of embarrassing, but when I think about any time I did feel like I was in the zone, before I got there, I feel like I was in a period of low stress, and low stress specifically about that upcoming moment. So, for example, like in college, um, I was trying out for the club baseball team, and I had actually tried out once before, and I got cut. And I was sort of bummed about it, and I sort of took some time off. And then the next year, I decided to try out again. And I remember before that tryout, I sort of had basically said to myself, well, hey man, you got cut once. Like, if you don't make it, like, who cares? Like, no stress. Just go out there and like, have fun and like, no worries. And that tryout was like some of the best baseball I've ever played. Like I played better than like I actually was. And like, needless to say, I made the team, but it was so interesting to think back and just realize like, wow, like you get yourself into a higher level of action by almost not caring. And that's just an interesting thought I have, and it's a balance that I try to have in my life because I'm the type of person that where I like to over prepare. I sort of worry. I like to work a lot. I get myself anxious about things that are coming up. But when I think back about my best performances, it's often the times where I was I was I was not unprepared. I was prepared, but I was also not ultimately worried about the outcome of that action. I was worried. I was stress free. I was more focused on the process